what made you want to be a producer?
You know what? Producers, they make the moves. Produ so, so producers, in my opinion, producers kind of have their hand in a little bit of everything. And producers get to work with everyone. And that's my personality. I like to make deals. I like to talk with people. I like to do so many different things. So naturally, producing fit my personality. There's different types of producing. I know at AFI, there's a heavy emphasis on line producing, which is doing, the numbers, making sure that you hire the right people, doing the budget, schedule, all the, there's a lot
Yeah.
of logistical things. But when art and commerce comes together and you have the right people on your team in order to make the content, beautiful things will happen. So, um, editing wasn't my thing, cinematography wasn't my thing, directing wasn't my thing. Producing, bringing people together, making deals. I went to college for business, so I knew how to make deals. I knew I had the gift of gab. I could negotiate a deal. I get the
Yeah.
best price. There's so many things, and I'm very creative. So ideating, coming up with ideas that weren't there before and seeing it through from beginning to end, that's something that I was good at. So,
How would you, because don't completely understand what the job of a producer is. So how would you define the job?
and you know what? There's so many people you hear, oh, I'm a producer, I do this, I do that.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's no one answer to that because producers do so many things. So
Mm.
it depends. If you're a producer in TV, you do something, producer in film, you do another thing, producer in reality shows, you do another thing. So, from my perspective, what I've done as a producer, I've raised the money for a film. I've hired all the talent from the director to the writer, collaborating with the writer on the material. I've even written stuff, and I've hired people to see my vision out. Um, like for example, an animation I did. I wrote an animation, I created it in my head, I wrote it out, hired all the actors, the director, everybody to bring it together, to bring it to life. Um, a producer can also make sure that all of the elements of the film will come together in a cohesive manner. So when you watch the Academy Awards,
Hmm.
the award that goes to the producer, like for the best film,
Hmm.
that award goes to the producer because the
Oh, it does.
producer is the one who oversees pretty much everything. So the
Yeah.
director oversees the vision of what you see on the screen. The DP is the lighting, like photography. The director of photography, editing is pretty self-explanatory. Writing is self-explanatory. Producing is that gray area where sometimes people, like you said, what does a producer do? Producers
Yeah.
do quite a bit. There's, like I said, line producing, creative producing, above the line producing. Um, so it depends. Executive producing. Sometimes producers just simply raise funds for a project. So it all depends, and everything is negotiable. So you can negotiate whatever you want.
I'm very surprised by how many different types of producers there are.
Yeah, and that's only some. There's more associate producer. I mean, it's a lot. And you kind of got to read between the lines because you'll see certain types of producers on projects, and those that know, it's like, okay, what did that person really do? So
They're kind of just there.
yeah, it's like, oh, okay, that person knew someone. So
Yeah.
yeah.